Problem.
And
It's just like that.
that's exactly what I want you to do. That's where I want you to be. Okay, all right, ready?
Okay.
It's going to be interview, take one, scene one. You guys go when you're ready.
Cool.
So, hi, my name is Jordan.
Nice to meet you again.
Can I ask you your name?
Sure, yeah. It's Karl Deuble.
Karl Deuble.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
So I have a couple questions for you.
Sure.
First question is, what are some of the first creative experiences you've ever had?
My first creative experiences. So I grew up in a very musical family. My dad played classical guitar and jazz, and then my parents made all their kids take piano lessons. So I took piano from I don't even know, elementary school all the way up until 18 years old. So I had maybe 9 years of piano. So that's probably the first thing. My brother was always drawing cartoons. He's probably someone who influenced me very early on as well. I remember in high school him always drawing funny cartoons for projects,
Yeah.
and that always has probably inspired me as well. Also, I don't know, Legos was a big part of my childhood, so that probably at some point influenced me and whatnot. But yeah, I think those are probably the earliest things. I mean, I was into skateboarding as well, so always looking at all the graphics on all the skateboards. I got into graffiti too, and so that stuff just kind of added and all kind of combined to help with things, I guess.
Have you ever designed any skateboards?
I painted about 3 years ago. I painted 2 of them for a show at Tractor, for Karmograph or something. I can't remember the name. But that was actually the first skateboard I ever painted on. I had always wanted to, but I never really tried it. I had always meant to, but just never got around to doing it. And now, yeah, that was cool. It was hard because the curve and everything. I tend to lean my hand on everything, which is incorrect, I guess. But it was hard, but it was challenging and fun. So yeah, I'd like to do it again. Yeah, I definitely think I feel like my stuff would work good on skateboards. So perhaps that's something I'll work towards in the future.
Yeah. Well, that kind of reminds me of this other question I wanted to ask.
Cool.
Is how do you explain your art to somebody who doesn't have an appreciation for fine art?
For fine art, it's a hard one. It's more for me. It's the thing I have a hard time with is, or that I have to explain more often is the subject matter, because it's very odd and weird, and I think this genre of artwork, not everybody gets and understands. Definitely my family has definitely learned a lot more about it, but in the beginning, they just didn't understand it, and they were like, why don't you paint New Mexico landscapes? And I even had teachers in college who were like, well, why don't you do combine it with realism? And it's that'd be great, but that's not me. I don't do that stuff. I'm working on my own, not genre, but style, I guess. And I want to develop my style, and definitely working here at Stranger Factory has opened up my parents, at least, their eyes. And I think everybody who comes in here as well, to the fact that this is a type of artwork that is popular and people do like it. I think I'm currently, I still think I've been doing it for a while, I guess, but I still think I'm trying to find my audience. I've learned that it takes time to sell stuff, and sometimes someone sees it and is really confused by it, but then the more they see it, the more they kind of get it, and then they kind of start liking it, and they see that other people are doing similar type of stuff. So I think that helps. I hope I don't know if that answered your question.
Yeah, no, it totally does.
Cool.
What is a way that your art has kind of evolved? Have you seen your art change?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, my bad part for me, I guess, or thing I've been trying to work on is to continuously make art. You know, I tend to take a break after the show's over, and so I want to continue doing it, because every time I have a show, I think the last big show I had was last year in March, so a little over a year ago, and I mean, I did some stuff here and there for some little shows, but I could already tell that my style is kind of getting pushed forward a little bit, you know, getting better. Like, I'm trying to add more little subtle things, like the dog. Like, there's a dog, and then he has a collar and his tongue's out, and then he has a little collar, and the collar says my friend's name. So trying to add like little things like that into my paintings to create more of a story, you know, and to make people go question things a little more and go like, what is this about, you know? I've always struggled with what is this about, because for a long time my answer was like, well, what does this mean? It's like, well, I just like to draw funny cartoons, you know, which is okay of an answer, but I would like to have a better answer.
If you were to choose artist that is your all-time favorite, who would it be?
Just one?
Yeah, just like number one.
That's hard. That's really hard. I can say one guy that I've been really into for a while has been this guy named Joey D. His stuff is really cool. I love his characters, and I finally got a piece from him recently this year, which is awesome. I've been trying to get something for a long time. Another artist that I really like is Dave Kinsey, which is another thing I would like to try to do as far as pushing my art. Like Dave Kinsey kind of started out doing graffiti and cartoon stuff, skateboards as well, graphics and stuff. And nowadays he tends to do more abstract, like very sculptural paintings, which I like just as much. And some of his stuff, like in that transition, he was combining the cartoon with the abstract stuff, and I really like that. And that's something that I would like to try to get into as well, is just the abstract, but also the character stuff. Another artist, sorry that I know you said one, but this Eric Jones, who paints really beautiful women, but then abstracts them with really awesome colors and like stickers, and like just seeing him paint is really inspiring, because like I tend to start just very abstract by just putting paint on the canvas or the wood panel, and so he's definitely another influence.
It does.
Cool.
So for me, there's this one album that I'm actually obsessed with. I actually recently bought a ridiculous expensive 8-track of it.
Awesome.
It's Debbie Harry Cuckoo.
Oh, sweet.
It's her first solo album.
Cool.
And actually, my favorite artist ever, H.R. Geiger, did the cover album for it and
Sick.
2 music videos for it.
No way.
So
Cool.
that's one of the albums that I just like
Cool.
push on people 24/7.
Awesome. Debbie Harry, I'll have to check that out.
Is there any albums that you feel that people should, it's like your number one, or that you feel people should listen to?
I don't know. That's again, that's hard. It's the same with like who's your favorite. There's just so much out there. I think what I would say to that would be search for music.
Yeah.
Don't just listen to the top 100 list. Don't listen to what's on the radio. Find the music that you like, because there's so much better music out there that's underground and that's not getting played on the radio. The radio is just, playing the same. I don't even know if the radio is around, because I don't listen to the radio at all. But I just don't understand a lot of the stuff that's popular, and it feels like it's very dumbed down just to like background music. Just put it on the background, and I don't like that type of music. It's okay to like that type of music, but for me, I like music that makes me think or that makes me feel something, and maybe that music does make people feel something, but not for me. Enter the Void. Have you seen that?
Yeah, that's with the cult, right?
No, that's The Void. I saw that too. That was pretty awesome. Like, that reminded me of like The Thing, which was I like practical effects is always awesome.
Yeah, me too. I'm super inspired by practical effects.
Yeah.
Especially like anything. I'll watch a bad movie if it has a good practical effect.
Oh yeah.
yeah, that just an H.R. Geiger, like I said, is my #1
Definitely.
favorite.
Yeah.
And of course, Aliens, The Thing. You know, I'll take anything Aliens. I like
Right.
the bad Aliens movie. I like
Yeah.
Alien knockoff movies.
Yeah.
Like, after the Aliens
Alien versus
came
Predator
out.
and- or-
No, I mean, like even the ones that are like not supposed to be the Alien franchise.
Oh, right,
like,
okay.
They're just like really bad knockoffs. Like
Awesome.
straight to VHS.
Right.
So, what is something that has made you feel successful about your art?
I think the biggest thing right now is I feel like I have I don't know, I'm trying to I feel like I have a style, a certain style that is mine.
Yes.
And I feel like my art's recognizable as mine. So like I think that's the biggest thing right now that I'm proud of. Like I went through times where people were just like, "Oh cool, you're drawing this guy again?" And it's like, well, no, he's different to me, you know, but people just see the same. So, and I got really discouraged. So I was like, you know, am I just doing the same thing over and over? And now I feel like I have a specific voice or whatever, or style. So that makes me happy. So I think that's the yeah.
Awesome. If you had the resources to do any project you could do anywhere in the world, where and what would it be?
Oh my God. I dude, I don't know.
I see you acting on my face like you were unaffected. I see the lost in your eyes when you're with your new friends. Remember when we used to cruising through the city, yeah? Acting fool, read you riding on my booty, yeah. We went from smoking and drinking, fucking getting lit, to fighting and crying, lying and dying, yeah. I know we used to be good friends, and suddenly everything changed and it all ends, yeah. When I saw you as babe, it was almost instant, and I still don't know why we became so distant, so distant. But anyway, I became a real ass bitch, and you like it, but you're never gonna have it anymore. Or you play with a brown sugar color on toffee. You play with a brown sugar color on toffee. You play with a brown sugar color on toffee. You play with a brown sugar color on toffee. That kind of independent black girls, only real girls on my block. You would never gonna be like us. You would never come from where you from. Bitch, get out my face and give me some space. I would teach you to stay at your place. Vicky, you can do it, but you're not up to it. Boy, if you don't like it, fuck your money. I can't see my limits. That girl for a minute trying to do my milli. And I be fixing on niggas.
And I be stunning on niggas, cause you became on it. Ain't got time for you niggas. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow,
You
bow,
play
bow.
with a brown sugar color on toffee. You play with a brown sugar color on toffee. You play with a brown sugar color on toffee. You play with a brown sugar color on toffee.
Brown sugar color what toffee. Black girl, a magic for me. Brown sugar color what toffee. Respect the melanin poppy. Hey, respect the melanin poppy. Ooh, I'm your fave, sassy bitch. You my fave, Lil D. You wanna fuck with me? I told you I'm a petty bitch. Stop that, get crunk. Wear my wit so we can roll up. Stop that, come with us. My black bitch is ready to turn up. I'm feeling like a trapping, and you know that's all I need. You mad cause I'm happy, but you're still looking at me. Why you're so jealous, stop hating, I'm dangerous. I'm delicious, I'm marvelous, fucking so precious.
Ayy, on that game, don't you believe? On that way, everything on that game. Fiction life, everything. Stop that, get cool. Let the bitch so we can roll up. Stop that, come with us. My black bitch is ready to turn up.
You play with a brown sugar color on toffee. You play with a brown sugar color on toffee. You play with a brown sugar color on toffee. You play with a brown sugar color on toffee. see you acting on my face like you were unaffected. I see the lost in your eyes when you're with your new friends. Remember when we used to cruising through the city, yeah? Acting fool, read you riding on my booty, yeah. We went from smoking and drinking, fucking getting lit, to fighting and crying, lying and dying, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know we used to be good friends, and suddenly everything changed and it all ends, yeah. When I saw you, I babe, it was almost instant, and I still don't know why we became so distant, so distant. But anyway, I became a real ass bitch, and you like it, but you never gonna have it anymore. Boy, you play with the brown sugar, Kahlua and toffee. You play with the brown sugar, Kahlua and toffee. You play with the brown sugar, Kahlua and toffee. You play with the brown sugar, Kahlua and toffee.
That kind of independent black girls, only real girls on my block. You would never gonna be like us. You would never come from where you from. Bitch, get out my face and give me some space. I would teach you to stay at your place. Vicky, you can do it, but you're not up to it. Boy, if you don't like it, fuck your money, I can see my limits. That girl for a minute tryna do my milli, and I be fixing on niggas,
and I be stunning on niggas, cause you became on there. Ain't got time for you niggas. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow.
Brown sugar, Kahlua and toffee. You play with the brown sugar, Kahlua and toffee. You play with the brown sugar, Kahlua and toffee. You play with the brown sugar, Kahlua and toffee.
Brown sugar, Kahlua toffee. Black girl, my magic for me. Brown sugar, Kahlua toffee. Respect the melanin poppy. Hey, respect the melanin poppy. Ooh, I'm your fave, sassy bitch. You're my fave, Lil D. You wanna fuck with me? I told you I'm a petty bitch. Stop there, get crunk. Wear my wit so we can roll up. Stop there, come with us. My black bitch is ready to turn up. I'm feeling like a trumpet, and you know that's all I need. You're mad cause I'm happy, but you're still looking at me. Why you're so jealous, stop hating, I'm dangerous. I'm delicious, I'm marvelous, fucking so precious.